My friends, when you look at the world and its wisdom, you begin to see that everything that's going on in society, when you see, a 13-year-old girl or boy gay, calling themselves gay and doing the acts even, or you see, a child rebelling from its parents and rebelling towards authority. You see people lying, you see people stealing and killing. You find psychologists defending these people's actions, you see, because they themselves want to further their careers. You see the justice system being corrupted for the same greed and mammon. They're changing laws, making this law, making that law. You see, you find scientists also enslaved to materialistic and other hidden interests, vested interests, special interest groups, busy promoting all kinds of other agendas, you see. And all these things are directly affecting people. You find children out of control, people acting any which way in the name of freedom, lost in selfishness, you see, greed, arrogance, pride. You see all these things walking in every way, form and fashion, every shape, color, whatever. It's all within all those people. You see? And all this stuff is justified by the wisdom of the world, by the world. You see? For what? For the love of money, for these kind of things. You see? They've told people it's okay. Somebody has been caught in the act of a violent act. Instead of telling this person this is wrong, you should not do this. You should never. Oh, they find reasons to say why he did it, and this is the reason why he did it, and all these kind other things. And at the end of it, he becomes the one who is right. You see, and then the victim becomes the perpetrator. You see, this is the wisdom of the world. You see, so anyone can act in any name. You see, people have come to me and acted in a bad way, and when you tell them, hey, you shouldn't do that, then they say, oh, you're saying that because I'm from here, or I'm from there, or I'm this color, or I'm gay, or I'm a woman, or this. And the thing is that it's not because you're any of those things, it's because you're wrong, and you're calling yourself a Christian. You see? Well, who gives you the right to say? I said, my friend, this is not me. If you know Jesus, you know what he said about this stuff. You see? So worldliness is living big inside Christians. Very, very big. You see? Now the problem is the world itself needs salvation. It needs reproof. It needs correction from its ways. Now unfortunately, the ones who are supposed to be correcting are lost even more into the ways of the world. You see? That's why we have Christians are following the psychology of the world. They are following Christian counseling. They're following all these other things that the world is following. People say, well then, so if you get sick, where will you go? I said, no. If I get sick, what's going to happen is that God is going to be number one. Jesus is going to be number one. You see, and he looks at your heart. You see? So in my heart, where do I go? Or have I looked down on Jesus? Have I trying to run away to other things? And are those things my trusts and my salvation? You see? Because at the end of it, my friends, it's who we are. You see? What are we? See? So these are the things. Yeah, we don't have people like many people who truly are doing God's work. See, otherwise, where the world has failed, that's where God will be beginning. You see? That's the thing. Where the world has failed to provide a solution and sucked money out of people, and this God will do it for free. Like Peter said, silver and gold have I none, but such that I have I give unto you. rise up and walk. Then the whole world sees Jesus healed somebody who was blind, somebody who had this and had that, and then they could not understand. And Jesus even himself said, if you don't believe me, at least believe me for the works that I'm doing. You see? This is the thing, my friends. But yet Jesus convicted the world of sin, righteousness, judgment. See, he knew that the deeds of the world were evil. You see? And that's the thing, my friends. We need to understand that when you look at the wisdom of the world, they will show you, if you turn on that screen on the internet, you will see the wisdom of the world in all its flash and flamboyance. You see people naked all over the place in the name of marketing. You see people, women turning to men, men turning to women. You know, a man has a child now. You know, they are manipulating themselves. One day at the gym, I saw this person. It appeared to be a man, you know. And the thing with it is that he would always take off his shirt and then start doing, you know, some exercise in the gym. And I know of something, that when somebody is not really something, they have to overcompensate. A lot of the time they end up overcompensating. You see? So I looked at this person, you know, because I knew there's something wrong. Just to find out that that person used to be a woman before, injecting themselves with testosterone, you know, all kinds of chemicals and things, so that they can be a man. They call it, and in that circle of living, you see, these people call themselves, you know, men, but then they say you have to earn your man's stripe, your man's stripes. You see, so I'm trying to say to you that the people are lost. They are justifying everything under the sun. You see, anything can be freedom. Anything can be. There's no limitation. See, now us as followers of Jesus Christ, we're supposed to present the limitations. We're supposed to present the exhortations, the warnings for against sin. Not to compromise, not where we have Christian leaders, so-called, who are busy on a political level against homosexuality, but on a personal level, they're eating of that fruit left, right, and center. You see? On a social level, you hear the guy talking about this theory, but on a personal level, he throws the theory out the window. You see? On the pulpit, he's saying whoremongers and adulterers God will judge. But in the nighttime, he's busy doing the same things. He's busy committing adultery and become a whoremonger. You see? So this is the thing. Where is it all going? Christians are eating the wisdom of the world, and it's corrupted them. So they are blind, deaf, and dumb. They cannot hear the Spirit of God. They're going further and further away, thinking that this is, oh, God is with me. You see, God is on my side. All I have to do is this. You see, and then they teach that to everybody. Oh yeah, you know, we all, you know, because they've exalted the wisdom of the world. You see, and we have the emulators who emulate the wisdom of the world, except they call themselves theologians and all these other things. You see. And they teach people that this is what it is. And there's nothing in that. There's no power of the Spirit of God. There's no people being led. There are very few people that can handle the wisdom of this world. Because it has to be foolishness to you. You see? All the successes of this world and this lifetime, it means nothing. What means everything is the kingdom of God. To be a success in the eyes of Jesus Christ. You see? To be a success in the eyes of Jesus Christ, we need to have a relationship with Him. We need to know Him. We need to hear His voice. We need to follow after Him. Pick up our cross. To deny ourselves. To learn that there is a family above all families. You see? Those who do God's will. You see? All the hard sayings of Jesus Christ are in the bosom of the people who love Him. You see? And they do those things. They don't just talk about it. See, so this is the thing, my friends. This world is dying. You see, it's destroying, it's consuming itself. See, and nobody cares. You see, nobody cares because we just think about ourselves. We think about our own desires. You see, when you look at two families, one is from this place and another is, they don't care about the other one. You see, they care about themselves and their own family most of the time, not all the time, a lot of the time, I mean. And then whatever happens to that family over there is none of their concern. But God is not like that. God cares for His people, and they're living in every single place around. You see, as followers of Jesus Christ, we're supposed to be presenting something that is eternal, a kingdom that is not of this world. You see, something that everybody can enter into if they truly make the right decision. And you have to lay the parameters for that. How do you lay the parameters? Not by your own definitions, but by being led of the Spirit of God. You see? So this is the thing, my friends. See? We can't just be consuming all these things that the world is giving. See, we're supposed to be going out and preaching the truth to people. See, then we don't need we don't leave it in the hands of the legislators. We don't leave it in the hands of the economists. Because then the people themselves won't be corrupted to start demanding wrong things. Because we're not just dealing with just physical things, physical observation. We're dealing with principalities and powers. If a certain spirit is released into the world, then only God's Spirit will be able to overcome that. Human power will not be able to overcome that. So that Spirit will control everything that's happening to those people that don't follow Jesus Christ. You see? So if it's a spirit of mammon, you see, then all the things that are done will be controlled by that spirit. But whether it's medicine, science, whatever, you see. And that's what people don't understand, is you need to tell people, hey, my friend, you don't need to be greedy here. Why? Because I follow Jesus Christ, and this is wrong. You see. Now, if you yourself are greedy, how are you going to convict anybody? If you're even more greedy, see, you want what they have. See. So that's the thing. People don't realize that it's not just a matter of just what we see with our physical eyes that goes on. We can't make judgments just based on physical observation. You see, that's the lie that they've fed the masses. The truth is that we need the Spirit of God with us in everything that we do. Then there's so much that goes on that we don't know, that we haven't been given understanding. If we ask, maybe we can receive. You see? As to how we are being saved from our flesh, how we are being saved from different things. We don't know which spirit is controlling so and so, but we spoke. You see, and then we were not shown the spirit that was controlling this person. Because if we saw it, then maybe we wouldn't say what, we would get scared. So things happen the way, if we are being led by the Spirit of God, the way He deems, whether we see or don't see, whether we understand what we're dealing with or don't, then later on you will always understand. He will show you, hey, this is what you dealt with, you overcame that. You see? See, but most people, they are not led by the Spirit of God. And so they present a false salvation to the world that's actually worldliness. They give the worldliness preached in Christian labels back to the world. See? My friends, we can't do this stuff. Everything is going to be wiped out if we continue like this. We have to make it real. That means if we have to lose this world, we have to lose this world. All the privileges, luxuries, we gotta lose it. Because this world is nothing compared to eternity. See, my friends, so make the right decision. It starts with every day, every small thing. Because then when you start doing the right thing, then you can tell other people. You see? Otherwise, it's a waste of time.